Well, I grew up in Illinois, was born and raised in Hillsboro, Illinois, on a farm with my twin brother. Growing up with a twin was great. It was great for me because I had somebody to play with on the farm, and then that play turned into competitions. I've been a competitor my whole life. I wrestled through high school. I went on to Eastern Illinois University. I wrestled there. I took this sport up just as a hobby. I didn't think I'd be good at it, to be honest. I never thought about it. I didn't think I'd be a world champion. I didn't think I'd make enough money to support a family. I didn't think I'd not be able to go through an airport without somebody recognizing me. I started off in real small shows. My first fight was actually here in Chicago at a place called Madonna High School, an all-girls Catholic school. My first fight was for $100 and I won, and then I fought another time a year later and won, and I just kind of built myself up. I had like 30 fights on my career before I fought in the UFC. The UFC is a lot different than what I consider boxing or WWE wrestling. I think we fall right in the middle. There is so much going on. There's punches, knees, kicks, elbows. You just never know what's going to happen next. My book, Made in America, came out a couple weeks ago, and I just had a lot of people on my forum and on my website asking about my story and questions about the UFC. I just tell my whole story. There's a lot of facts in there about me, facts about the UFC. So somebody doesn't have to be a fan of me to pick up the book and like it. I've had people, quite a few people, come up to me and say, "I don't buy books, I don't read books, but I did buy your book and I read it in one sitting." So when they come up and say that to me, I'm just pretty excited. I've had a lot of experience in the octagon. I'm 34 years old now. So, I'm kind of looking towards the end. I got two boys, 6 and 8, and then an 18-month-old little girl. I'm from the Midwest here, so, I am looking at retiring in a few fights here, but I don't want to do that until they legalize the sport in Illinois, and I want to fight here in Illinois, close to my hometown, before I get out. It's funny how I took this sport up just as a hobby, and it led into a career. So, it's blessed me.